In a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages of happiness and positivity, it's easy to forget that pain is an inevitable part of life. But there was a renowned philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche who believed pain wasn't something to be avoided. Friedrich Nietzsche, a 19th century German philosopher, was a trailblazer in existential thought. He boldly challenged societal norms and delved deep into the human psyche. His works, including 𝐏𝐀𝐈𝐍, are a philosophical roller coaster that explores the complexities of life, morality, and the very nature of existence. The book is divided into 5 main chapters, each exploring distinct aspects of Nietzsche's thought. Let's begin. The Wanderer. The title of the first chapter, The Wanderer, sets the stage for Nietzsche's exploration of the human condition. The Wanderer is a figure who is constantly moving, seeking new experiences and knowledge. He who climbs upon the highest mountains laughs at all tragic plays, real or imaginary. Nietzsche beckons us to find a higher perspective, to embrace life's challenges with a spirit of resilience and laughter. Nietzsche believed that pain is an inevitable part of life. However, he also believed that pain can be a source of strength and creativity. He argued that we can learn and grow from our experiences of pain, and that they can help us to become more fully ourselves. Through The Wanderer, Nietzsche prompts us to confront the inevitability of hardship and tragedy with a spirit of resilience and even laughter. The idea is to transcend the ordinary notions of seriousness and find a higher perspective, climbing metaphorical mountains and gaining a vantage point from which to view life's challenges with a more profound understanding. In simpler terms, Nietzsche encourages us to see the beauty in the struggle, to find joy in the midst of pain. The Wanderer is an invitation to explore the untamed territories of our own minds and emotions. The Free Spirit. The major theme of the book, The Free Spirit, reflects Nietzsche's belief that human beings have the potential to overcome their limitations and achieve a state of freedom and self-mastery. The free spirit is not bound by conventional morality or social norms. They are independent thinkers who are willing to question everything and forge their own path in life. Nietzsche believed that the free spirit is born out of pain and suffering. It is through these experiences that we come to question our assumptions and realize that we are not truly free. Pain forces us to confront our limitations and to seek new ways of being. The free spirit is not a goal to be achieved, but rather a process of becoming. It is a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. Nietzsche believed that we are all capable of becoming free spirits, but it requires that we are willing to embrace pain and suffering and to question everything we thought we knew. In essence, the theme of the free spirit in Nietzsche's 𝐏𝐀𝐈𝐍 reflects a call to break free from societal constraints, embrace individuality, and navigate the complexities of life with a liberated and adventurous spirit. The 𝐏𝐀𝐈𝐍. Friedrich Nietzsche introduces the concept of Amor Fati, or love of fate, which encompasses the acceptance of everything that happens in life, including pain and suffering. The notion of Amor Fati encourages individuals to see the beauty in the totality of their experiences, even the challenging and painful ones. Amor Fati is not about seeking out pain or glorifying suffering. Instead, it is about recognizing the inherent value of pain as a transformative force in life. It is about accepting that pain is not something to be avoided or feared, but rather something to be embraced as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Nietzsche believed that pain is an inevitable part of life, an inseparable companion to pleasure and joy. Without experiencing pain, we would not be able to fully appreciate the joy that exists in contrast. Pain, he argued, serves as a catalyst for growth, forcing us to confront our limitations, question our assumptions, and ultimately become stronger and more resilient. Nietzsche's philosophy of Amor Fati challenges the conventional notion that pain is something to be avoided at all costs. It encourages us to adopt a more nuanced understanding of pain, recognizing its potential as a source of growth, creativity, and a deeper appreciation for life's richness. It's important to note that Nietzsche's views on pain are interconnected with his broader philosophical themes, emphasizing the eternal recurrence, the will to power, and the re-evaluation of values. The 𝐏𝐀𝐈𝐍 as a whole encourages readers to approach life with a sense of joy, creativity, and a willingness to confront both its pleasures and its pains. Sanctus Zoologicus. In the 4th chapter of the 𝐏𝐀𝐈𝐍 titled Sanctus Zoologicus, Friedrich Nietzsche explores human nature through a satirical and playful lens, using animal metaphors to highlight our contradictory and often absurd behaviors. While the chapter doesn't explicitly address pain in the same way as other chapters, it does touch upon the concept of suffering and the paradoxical nature of human existence. One of the key themes in Sanctus Zoologicus is the relationship between suffering and the creative process. Nietzsche suggests that our capacity for suffering is intertwined with our ability to create art and poetry. He observes that some of the most profound and moving works of art are born out of deep personal suffering. In this sense, pain is not something to be avoided at all costs, but rather a potentially transformative force in our lives. It can push us to confront our limitations, question our assumptions, and ultimately create something meaningful from our experiences. The chapter delves into our paradoxical nature, our capacity for both kindness and cruelty, for love and hate. Nietzsche suggests that this inherent duality is a source of both our suffering and our creativity. He observes that we often cause ourselves pain through our own conflicting desires and the pursuit of unattainable ideals. Despite the satirical tone of the chapter, Nietzsche doesn't dismiss humanity as inherently flawed or incapable of self-improvement. He suggests that by acknowledging our contradictory nature and embracing our animalistic instincts, we can move towards a more authentic and self-aware existence. Nietzsche's exploration of human nature in Sanctus Zoologicus is a reminder that we are complex and contradictory beings, capable of both great heights and great depths. By embracing our animalistic instincts and recognizing our capacity for both suffering and creativity, we can move towards a more authentic and fulfilling existence. The Prelude to Philosophy. In the final chapter of The Gay Science, titled The Prelude to Philosophy, Friedrich Nietzsche reflects on the nature of philosophy itself, challenging its traditional role as a pursuit of ultimate truths and suggesting a more dynamic and creative approach to philosophical inquiry. Nietzsche also touches upon the concept of pain, not as a direct philosophical argument, but as an integral part of the human experience that should be embraced as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Nietzsche begins by questioning the notion of philosophy as a pursuit of fixed, unchanging truths. He argues that traditional philosophical systems have often become rigid and dogmatic, failing to capture the fluidity and complexity of human existence. Instead, Nietzsche proposes a more open-ended and creative approach to philosophy, one that embraces uncertainty, ambiguity, and the constant re-evaluation of our beliefs. He suggests that philosophy should not be about providing definitive answers, but rather about asking the right questions, challenging our assumptions, and stimulating critical thinking. In this sense, philosophy becomes a lifelong journey of self-discovery, a process of constantly questioning and re-examining our understanding of the world around us. He argues that by embracing pain as a part of our existence, we can develop resilience, compassion, and a deeper appreciation for life's richness. This acceptance of pain does not mean resignation or passivity, but rather an active engagement with life's challenges and an openness to the transformative power of suffering. In essence, Nietzsche encourages us to question everything, challenge conventional wisdom, and engage with the world with an open mind and a compassionate heart. Pain, in this context, becomes not an obstacle to be overcome, but a catalyst for growth, creativity, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Nietzsche's philosophy of life is a challenge. It is a challenge to face our fears and to embrace pain and suffering. It is a challenge to strive to become the best versions of ourselves. However, it is also a call to action. It is a call to live our lives to the fullest. It is a call to make the most of every moment. I hope you enjoyed this exploration of the philosophy of Friedrich Nietzsche in his book, The Gay Science. I encourage you to continue exploring Nietzsche's ideas further and to engage in your own philosophical journey. Life is a journey of learning, growing, and becoming. We can all find meaning and purpose in our lives if we are willing to face challenges, embrace the unknown, and question our assumptions. If you want to know why humans love suffering, watch this video.